Hi, my name is Rain Hamora and I'm here to interview for the environment art position at Manticore Games. Thank you. So I applied for this job honestly simply because I love the vision of your company and the mission that you stand for. I really honestly like the idea of kind of a build upon endless universe, a metaverse as you call it. That anybody can join, any like-minded individuals, like-minded creative individuals can join and make their own games and characters and everything like that. I thought it was really interesting. I never heard of it before, and I think being a part of that and allowing those visions to come about for other individuals who may not have the means to, you know, be a full-fledged designer or full-fledged game artist, or you know, they just simply want to make games for other people and themselves, and you know, just be able to have that sense of accomplishment, I think was really interesting and is what drew me to this job in the first place. So I would say the most rewarding college experience, just simply because I do not have any work experience in this industry, would have to be probably the entirety of my college experience at Full Sail. I loved attending Full Sail. I thought that, you know, when I first attended, I wasn't entirely sure what I was getting myself into, of course, but I think the entirety of the program really helped me, one, with my skills in this job, or in this field, and helped me better prepare myself for what it's like in the industry, because you know, working on a month-by-month basis, not having, you know, a ton of time to get everything done that you need to get done, I think really helped me and was probably the most rewarding part, because it pushed me to be the best artist that I could be, for any position that I were to take afterwards. But that was probably one of the most rewarding experiences. And also the other rewarding experiences within college had to be receiving multiple course director awards for the work that I produced for them. It really helped me realize my potential, I believe, in this field, in this industry, and really helped me realize that I genuinely love this kind of work, and pushed me to be the best artist that I could be. I would say that I'm a traditional artist, and of course, coming into this, I love video games. I obviously didn't put that on my resume, but I believe that having a traditional art background, I studied studio fine art at Randolph College back in the early 2010s, and I believe having that traditional art background and having that love for video games that I've always had since I was a kid, I think really shaped me as an artist. I think having that background from, you know, art history and color theory and, you know, all the traditional things, I think really helped me see what works and what doesn't work, and made me think about games from a consumer's perspective, because I am a consumer of video games myself. And I think having that art background, that traditional art background, before jumping into 3D art really helped me kind of solidify my style, for one, and really helped me when it came to figuring out what does and doesn't work in a 3D perspective, I think, because, you know, there's obviously difference. What works in a traditional setting doesn't always work in 3D art, and vice versa. But I think down to like the bare bones of what art is, I think it definitely shaped me and helped me realize, you know, what could be done using those techniques in a 3D art setting. So outside of being, you know, a traditional artist and a lover of video games, I think what makes me qualified for this job, outside of, you know, a love for video games, of course, is my background in traditional art, as well as all of the things that I've learned along the way. Outside of working with the specific softwares and everything like that, you know, I do have that that background in ZBrush and Unreal Engine. I have the background in, you know, 3D modeling in Maya and Max, the textures, the texture design of, you know, Substance Designer and Substance Painter and everything like that. Obviously, I feel I'm qualified from a technical standpoint, but I also feel like I'm qualified in my soft skills and in my hard work and my dignity when it comes to wanting to bring the best that I can to the table for a job like this. So my long range career goals would definitely have to be to create my own video game. I feel like that's everybody's end goal as a 3D artist. I mean, maybe not everybody's, but a lot of people's end goals as a 3D game artist is to create their own video games. I would not necessarily create from start to finish because I am not a storyteller by any means, but given the right tools, I would love to have a hand in a lot of different aspects of creating my own game. And to do that, you know, I'm learning a lot of different things that I didn't necessarily learn in school. I'm learning a lot more about animation. I'm learning a lot more about VFX. I'm learning a lot more about storytelling, even though I'm not 100%, you know, comfortable with it. I'm learning more about the video design or the video game design aspect, the more UX, UI side of things that I didn't necessarily learn in Full Sail. I think, well, of course I don't want to be just a solo designer of the game or a solo artist on the game. I want to either create my own game or be a part of be a part of a team that's creating a big game. That's like my number one goal, along with a lot of other people, I'm sure, is to create a game that lives on for a while. I feel like definitely a game that people remember, for sure. Yeah, so a couple questions that I have for you. One is probably my biggest question. What was the idea behind creating this like endless universe, this endless game universe? You know, how did you start the company with that idea in mind? And then I would say, what would you say is the most rewarding aspect of working at this company for you? And then finally, if you could create your own game, top to bottom, for your metaverse, what would it be about? Thank you.